And for Brandon Jennings, he didn't play a whole lot while in Rome, but he stayed big.
Not that much, Kevin. You know, you go back to when he was drafted, he was the 10th pick by the Bucks back in '08.
Here's Jennings after the made shot, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Drummond's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Now we'll go to Dorisburg, who had a chance to talk with head coach Stan Van Gundy.
He said a big factor in this game will be how well they limit penetration by Tyreke Evans. He said he's so unique in that he's so big and so strong and also tremendously slippery and elusive off the bounce. But we've really got to cut off his right hand and then dare him to shoot over the top. I'd rather he have a wide open look from 18, 19 feet than a clear lane to the rim any day of the week. Kevin, the marching order, pretty clear cut.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Jennings, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Misses from short range.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
And he gets it to go. And it's 6 points for Big Daddy. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Jennings kicks to Monroe.
Layup, just gift wrap.
They've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. The Detroit Pistons, a proud franchise, of course, from 03 to 08, 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals, and Clark in 2004, the NBA title.
But the rebuild process has had its hiccups, Kevin, its speed bumps, if you will, some questionable free agent signings. There's talent there, but this team hasn't quite figured out how to come together.
And Detroit has possession. Following the score by New Orleans, Monroe's shot is good. A big group shot.
Your Pelicans dance team.
Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Holiday in for Eric Gordon. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Anthony Tolliver, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Bahamute comes in for Greg Monroe. Butler, he's checked in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Brandon Jennings. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
Pistons trail by 4. Outside Jackson. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Look how well he led him there with that pass.
51 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Butler. Back to Jackson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Bahamute kicks to Butler. Pass to Tolliver. Butler dishes to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And Bahamute's got his first 2 points of the night.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Offensive rebound. Pondexter, the pass to Scott. Ball's knocked loose. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Caldwell-Pope. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Here's Scott.
That's the end of the quarter.
And the second quarter will make substitutions. New Orleans in the lead. On the floor for Detroit. Monroe and Drummond there inside. Jennings out there with Wayne Ellington. And it's Prince in at the small forward. Evans kicks to Scott. And the three off target. Well, you knew that Andre Drummond was oozing with potential, but that P word, potential, you know, can quite often be as much of a curse, Clark, as it is a boon, but he just blossomed last year.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, with the way he moves around the floor at his size, you had to know that if he started to put it all together, he would be a game-changing talent, and he showed flashes of that and made a big leap last season.
Jackson, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Doubled by Scott. Monroe right side. Prince. Another miss by Prince.
And you said with Drummond, you know, the movement and fluidity of him, he makes the extraordinary seem so easy at times. Very much a highlight reel machine at such a young age.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Jennings dishes to Prince. Doubled by Scott. Shot clock at 6. Left side, Jennings. Can't get it to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
You know, the highlight plays will always be there for a guy like Drummond. Size, speed, athleticism. But, you know, he was able to take on a lot more minutes last year and did not see an incredible efficiency drop-off, which is impressive. I think that could be just a sign of things to come for this young man.
Now here's Jennings. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
Did a great job picking the defense apart, too. It wasn't just his scoring. Give him credit for his passing in that game, too.
Jackson misses. Now for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Wizards.
Look at what they did in the fourth quarter. I mean, they just went to sleep. Totally non-committal basketball. They allowed the big comeback.
Yeah, but don't discount the effort on the other side, Clark, because they took advantage of the opening that was there.
Now here's Jackson after the miss from Scott. Here's the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Oshik's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
The Pelicans have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 78% mark.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
How about the job they're doing drawing contact and giving themselves opportunities for free points at the line?
My kind of basketball, Steve. No frills, straight ahead, physical play.
Drummond with a screen on Scott. Jackson in the corner. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got 3 assists in the game. The drive by Scott. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Well, now that we can see the replay, it looks like he did get the shot off in time. It looked that way to me originally, and that's the call we should see here.
You're right. I think he got it off, but anytime it's as close a call as that was, in a big situation like this, it's always smart to take a closer look.
And the official call is in. It's ruled a basket. And the first half ends in a close one. Pelicans.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first. If we pay...
Really an extraordinary game for Big Daddy. He's got 14 points and 1 steal. Passing and free throws, those are 2 areas where you love to get production.
Yeah, the passing gives the offense flow, and the free throws give you easy points. So it's been a nice night for him so far.
Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Davis and Ashik patrol the paint. And it's Scott in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Jennings with the ball. Now guarded by Scott. The drive by Jennings. And let's get a check on some of the leaders from around the league with this list of the top assist men at small forward since we've emerged from the All-Star break. Tyreek Evans, number 1.
You know, you hear the term point forward thrown around quite a bit, and I think it really applies to him. He's an excellent passer from that position.
Yeah, the offense basically runs through him, maybe more so than any other small forward in the league. I mean, he's counted on as their setup guy, and he delivers the goods more times than not. That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Here's Ashik, and he uses the glass on the way. Ashik's got the lead up to 8 now for New Orleans.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burton. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kevin, no doubting Andre Drummond, an emerging star at the center position. As new coach Stan Van Gundy put it, I think we have 2 responsibilities to Andre Drummond that will help our team. Number 1, do everything we possibly can to develop him as a player, and secondly, to put a system and personnel around him that will allow him to thrive. Kevin?
Doris, it sounds like he'll play a pivotal role. Thank you.
Yeah, Van Gundy perhaps envisioning him as Dwight Howard 2.0 in the middle. We'll see if, in fact, Drummond can live up to that.
Scott kicks to Ashik. 18 feet out. The second effort. Rebounded by Jackson. Pistons trailed by 6. He dishes it to Prince. Back to Jackson. He tries for 3. Good. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. Davis kicks to Scott. Here's Ashik. Banked in off the glass. Ashik's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, they are just the defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Jennings can't get it to go.
It's the kind of defense
Evans passes to Scott. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Now it's a 7-point Pelican lead.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Scott against Prince. Gordon dishes to Scott. And stolen by Prince. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Well, trade.
I like the effort, son.
I'm feeling it, coach.
Fires remorse from the Pelicans.
There's a minute 34 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And Holiday kicks to Pondexter. Back to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Gordon. Misses off the left iron. And for Eric Gordon, guys who had expressed some dissatisfaction with the situation in New Orleans, rumors, in fact, existed of a rift last season with him and Coach Monty Williams.
Well, that frequently happens on teams that are struggling like the Pelicans did last year. And, you know, sometimes the contract can make a trade more difficult, so he may be stuck in New Orleans. And in the end, you just have to get healthy and deliver and make the best of whatever situation you're in.
The drive by Scott. Back to Anderson. Puts it up from 15, and he gets the bucket. And that's now 21 points for Big Daddy.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
And Big Daddy picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. 43 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Tolliver the pass to Butler. And that one's good. Butler's got his first basket. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
A great matchup. I mean, these two teams really match up well talent-wise. I'm enjoying this.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Now, here's Mbamute. He's guarded closely. Again, the Pistons score. Outside, Scott. Fires the three. The shot misses. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a game so far.